Praise God. I believe God gave me a gift. Uh, gave me a few gifts, but the main gift He gave me, I didn't really get around to it until a later time in life. After I'd been, I guess you would say, meandering around, doing everything but what He wanted me to do. But so some of the gifts He gave me, well, when I was small, I was smart with book learning, but and not in all areas I was a good speller, and I thank Him for these things. I thank Him, you know. And I went to as far as I'm concerned, I went to a very good school uh, for, I guess you would say, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh grade. I think I didn't finish the seventh grade in the school, but I went to a school called Stigall in my hometown, Humboldt, Tennessee, and I enjoyed it. I really did. I enjoyed that, man. I used to enjoy it. I enjoyed it, but my father and my mother had been separated for a while, and I don't know what got my father to thinking about coming there and taking us back to the north. I don't know if it had anything to do with the Emmett Till thing, which happened a few months before he came and got us, really. The child from Chicago that really, that was terrible. That was really, really terrible, and it hasn't even been figured out yet. The lady even, I think, is saying now that she lied about it. Poor boy, man. And it happened to so many of us. But, you know, get away from that because, you know, Black History Month, they've been playing a lot of things, you know, like some of the things, and it's, you know, looking at them once was good, but looking at them twice, it really kind of makes you really, really angry. You know, you look at Roots, and you look at all the other pictures associated with that, and you say, who were we living with? Were we living with human beings? But they thought we wasn't human beings. But anyway, it'll all be straightened out one day. I don't think it will be straightened out with man's government. I doubt very much if that ever happened, because it's just not in them to be fair with that, you know. So you say, well, then it'll never be straightened out. No, it will be straightened out, believe me. This is just as good as I'm sitting here. It'll be straightened out. And it's going to be straightened out in fair and just. Not politically or not financially and all that stuff. It's going to be fair when it's straightened out. Got to be kidding. Life ain't supposed to be like this always. I don't believe it, because I know that there's a God. And I know that He's not biased. He ain't biased, you know. Because really, I mean, my druther, my thing is, listen, I tell you, I know one thing, because He said He has no respect of person, so that lets me know that He don't hate people of color. That's for sure. He don't hate people of color, and He don't hate people of none color. He said because he says he, you know, what did He say? He has no respect. He has no respect of person. But then, so our illustrious, I call them illustrious. But anyway, some of our strangers that are within our gates, or strangers around our gates, or we being strangers in their gates, decided that we wasn't humans, so they could do everything they wanted to do. Oh boy, Lord have mercy. I'm glad I'm me and not you. Believe me. Okay? But like I wanted to say, I was looking at some jazz shows, and I'm very glad that I was introduced to jazz, because jazz, the music, well, music period, music, but jazz, man, I was a jazziac. I could do, I could listen to a record and hear Cat first few things on his horn, or his trumpet, or his sax, especially tenor sax, alto sax, trumpet, trombone. I could tell those because I used to do it. Because the guy say, hey man, who's that playing trumpet? I say, hey man, Freddie Hubbard, Donald Byrd, you know what I mean? Miles. Well, Miles had his own thing. Miles was Miles. And when I first heard So What, man, that was bad. That was bad with Mr. Coltrane sitting in the ring. And like I'm saying, I think music kept me from getting killed. Because when I was listening to music, I wasn't bothering nobody. I wasn't calling nobody out their name. I wasn't bothering nobody, man. I wasn't abusing anyone. I was just listening. I just used to like listen. I'd sit and listen to Timmy Smith and Jack McDuff and, oh man, Horace Silver. Oh boy, what you talking about? Sister Sadie and man, that good music. Cannonball and Nat. And then came the guys that come along with the sanctified gospel thing. Duke Pearson and Donald Byrd again. Cristo Redento, one of the best songs. One that had got to be one of the best 100 songs. Cristo Redento. Christ the Redeemer. Cristo Redento in Portuguese. And they have that big statue that stays there, just stays there in the town. Stays there in what Rio de Janeiro. All right, I'm beginning to get kind of crazy with my talking, but anyway. And that's all I wanted one time. That's all I wanted, man. I want to be to chase me some girls, play my horn, listen to my music, until I found out that the world is not fair. I say the word, because you just can't, you can't do that and knowing that the world is not fair. It's not a fair place, especially with people of color. And God had me to change some of those things over, is to know a lot about baseball. Baseball has been very good to me, man. I mean, boy, I wish I had them baseball cards that I had in Tennessee. I would have me thousands, millions of dollars probably. I had them all. I had all of those people from 50s, 50s to what? Even up to to the 55. Wow, I had most of them people was in the Hall of Fame, man. I had all those cards, doubles and triples of them. We used to flip them. I guess that was the first time at gambling. Then I got hooked up with the gambling game, the illegal numbers game, and made quite a bit of money off of that because I was good with numbers. So like I'm saying, God gave me gifts. Man. I probably misused some of them too. Not probably, I did. You can't go before God and say you probably did it. If you did it, yes, I did it. you know, so I don't want to, you know, have no bad habits before I meet my maker, my creator on Judgment Day, because we're all going to meet him on Judgment Day. Yes, we will. Oh, yes, don't kid yourself. We all going to meet him. If you done did bad, if you done did badly, if you ain't think you done bad, if you think you done everything by the book, you know, we're going to meet him. We're going to meet him. We're going to meet him, and he's going to tell us the story. And I hope it's a long story with me. And I hope he says, well, I see that you did do something for me. He's a hard-headed youngin', but you did get around to doing something for me. Yeah, and that's what I believe, because he is our creator. He's our creator. I don't, you know, when you look at the creation and you look, man, listen, you just look up and see all of that universe in front of us or up above us, and we can't even get there. We have no transportation to get to some of those places. We're beginning to get somewhere. I guess they are, unless they got a you know, sound stage and doing all of this. But maybe they are going somewhere, because I guess they ain't spending all of these millions and billions and trillions of dollars for nothing, in vain. As many people are starving, and the way the earth is languishing. It's languishing. The earth is languishing because of not being kept properly. Not being kept properly. So there's no global warming. Yeah, that's what these old dudes say. There's no global warming. That's a hoax. Everything's a hoax to these people, you know. But you'll find out one day that on a high tribunal, somewhere up there, or around here, around this sphere, you'll find out around this sphere, on this third planet from the sun, like Mr. Hendricks called it, third stone from the sun, you'll find out that there's a higher tribunal than any of us. None of us is as high as the Creator. So I say to myself, yeah, man, because that's right. I'd have been happy, man. First, messing around with the girls, man, with the jazz, playing my horn, listening to my music, man. And then I found out, man, that you ain't going to accomplish nothing. You ain't going to please God with it, because God didn't put you here for that, young man. He wanted you to get deep into his Bible and read about him. He wants you to get to the Bible and read about him. And if not, just explore all the possibilities of what it is that people are asking. What are the questions people are asking? You know? And yeah, a lot of people, man, they do this. This is what they take. They get masters and stuff in this and all of that stuff to do that. But I ain't getting no masters. I just listened. I just read the book that the master made and believe that it is such. I believe that it is such. And I've been told by many other people, oh man, the Bible. Oh, well, I can't go with the Bible, man. I believe in God, but I don't believe in the Bible. Huh? Well, what do you believe in? Where's the other book, man? Where's the other book that outdoes the Bible? Why is there so many copies of it? Oh, well, this man did this, and you know, he wanted to do that. And you got preachers, you have people that went into these these theological schools, man, and they're talking this stuff now. Yeah. So they done wasted their life with all of that to tell you now, well, nah, all of that's wrong. No, Yep, you can back that up. You can back that train up, Jack. You know. But like I said, that's what I wanted to do, man. I heard, and John, yeah, and I got to tell this story. I'll probably end this with this story. Was fascinated with John Coltrane and his sound, the Seats of Sound, man. I used to could just sit and listen to that and listen to him blow his horn and play the Sheets of Sound and the way he explained it and all of that. In fact, when he came out with the song Africa Brass, where he had Eric Dolphy on there and quite a few other master musicians on it. Man, that was a bad jam. Africa Brass, you know. Doom da doom da doom. Ba ba da ba da. Ba ba da da da. Da da. Ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Ba ba da 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 da. Ba ba da da da. That's right. Bad jam. Africa Brass. Long peace, man. Coltrane put a hurting on that. But I remember that I thought I had a dream one night. I thought I had a dream, and then I said, well, man, maybe I shouldn't even mention this because I know what Stevie Ray Vaughan had mentioned before that Jimi Hendrix came and visited him. This was after Jimmy's death. That he came and visited him and showed him some chords and everything. And I said, well, listen, they'll believe him. They will not believe my experience with Coltrane. I don't care whether you do or not. But I remember in a dream sitting down with John Coltrane and talking like it wasn't a dream. Seemed like we was in one of those, the French, Paris had those outdoor cafes, you know. And I remember sitting there, and he was sitting there with me, and we were rapping. And I said, wow. I said, John Coltrane? You know, I was amazed that it was Coltrane. And Coltrane Coltrane told me something. And I'm not going to tell you what he told me, but it really made me understand that a person has a bent in life. A person has a particular bent in life, or Dr. King called it a bent, but they have a particular thing that they must do. And what he told me really made me feel good, because here I am complimenting him, and then he starts complimenting me. And I said, man, I am not in the music thing. And what he said really made me feel good. And I had met Don Cherry. And I didn't meet, but Jimmy Garrison and me talked one time in front of Slugs, because I had come running around the corner, man. I don't know why I was running, but when I got to Slugs, Jimmy Garrison told me, he said, man, you just missed Train, man. Like you knew me forever, you know. And I said, what? He said, yeah, man, he just drove off. Train just drove off, man. I said, oh, man. And I always wanted to see John Coltrane. Another time I had a chance to see him was when I was in Germany. And I had seen Mingus at Stuttgart, forgot the name of it, Schulplatten, I think Schulplatten Plaza, something in Stuttgart. I had seen Mingus, and I had seen Miles at the Schiller Plaza or something. I forgot the name of the place. Because I had a German buddy named Herman Klimt. Herman, if you're listening, I'm giving you a shout out, man. Herman Klimt, Klempt. Herman Klimt. And I thank you, man, for, befriending me, man, over there in Deutschland, you know? Yeah. Yep. Thank you for that. Dr. Sharon. Dr. Sharon. Dr. Sharon. Um, but yeah, man, because you got good people, man. It's good people over this world. I believe it's more good people than it is bad people, but the bad people are so damn bad. They're so bad that probably they scare some of the people that ain't bad to just being on their side. And that's not cool, man. That's not having courage. You know, sometimes you're a person that, hey, man, you're a bully, man. You know, you're a bully. Sit your behind down. You know, but really, let me get back to Train. Lose that thought. And Train was coming to Schiller Plaza in Stuttgart. And wow, man. I said, man, I'm going to see him. And I had a army. I thought he was my buddy. And he was going to be the CQ that night. I'm gonna name you, man. I'm gonna sure name you. And he said, you know, and he was a jazz fan. I thought he was a jazz fan. I thought he was cool. And he told me, he said, you know, I'm gonna be doing CQ tonight, man. And I was say, oh man, listen, man, I want to miss Bed Check, man. I want to see Coltrane. And he told me, man, no, you ain't gonna do that, because if you do that, man, I'm gonna write you up, you know. And I got scared, man, you know. I got scared. The only time, I could have seen Train, man, you know, because he had his quartet and it went around, and it was in 64, you know, because he was doing his European thing. And Dolphy, I don't know, maybe Dolphy was with him that day, but I know he had his quartet. And then to top it off, guess this, I also came in contact, I didn't come in contact with Dolphy, but I slept. When I went to Amsterdam, I stayed at a place where either Dolphy used to frequent or he stayed. I stayed in the back of a guest house. I don't know if they call them guest houses in Amsterdam. Man, I enjoyed my forays through Europe. You know, I didn't have any problem with any of those people. Germany, and Copenhagen, forget it. Oh my goodness, Copenhagen was a little bit of, oh, they should have named it. They should have named Copenhagen Pleasantville or something. Because it was nice. It was nice back in 63, 64. And, you know, the people that I met there, I really, really liked that I met y'all. You know, had no problem with nobody. Maybe I had a problem with one of those girls over there, but she was a German girl, but she was in Copenhagen. Not gonna mention your name either, Kathy. But then you had this real pretty girl there, and her name was Liz, and she had an appropriate name because she was as pretty as Liz Taylor, man. But she had my buddy for a boyfriend, so I couldn't interfere, but she was beautiful. And she was tough. Tough lady. Really. And like I'm saying, man, I had a good time. You know? And then me and my buddy, we went to France. We went to Paris. And we had a good time in Paris, man. We almost starved after we paid our hotel bill, because the hotel bill took all our money just about. So we was stacking up on ravioli and bread and wine, man. Ravioli, bread and wine. We existed for the next few days, but we took a lot of pictures, but my pictures got lost in the shuffle. I still talk to him, and he sent me some pictures every once in a while, man, and I, you know, took some pictures with some girls from Senegal and some girls from France. Two French girls named Marie. One was She was a well, she had an afro, really. First time I ever seen a sister with an afro was in the Bahnhof train. Marie Tevessa Weber. Always remember. But it's been a long time ago, man. Long time. But, you know, I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad. I'm glad that my reasons from my grandparents kept me from, from being more destructive than I was. Because I was a destructive cat, man, you know. But God got a hold of me in the 80s. So after that, he said, yeah, okay, you done did your thing, man. Nah, I want you to do this, I want you to do that. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to scream, tell the people, hey, listen, it's time, it's time. It's time for you. It's time for us to serve God, man. You know, it really is. It is time for us to serve God. My people, if my people who are called by my name would humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and I will heal their land. Amen.